Miss Bev is back, guys. Good evening, good evening. I don't know why this is the time I feel more energy. It should be my bedtime. Kayla went to bed and I was just here, guys, thinking and just thinking. And then I said, let me just do a video. Wasn't planning to do a video tonight, but I said, let me do a video. I received a powerful prayer from Lady G earlier today on a video, and I haven't even responded to that video as yet. But powerful, guys, powerful video, powerful prayer. And I thought a lot today, even before
Stop using ChatGPT
I
like
saw
everyone else
her.
and do this instead. To the men over 50 who don't know how to use AI.
Even before I saw her prayer, guys. Let me tell you what she said. Let me tell you what this powerful woman said. Lord, put an edge of protection around Miss Bev and Kayla. Please continue to give them the health and strength that they need to do your will. Please remove any doubt or discouragement that may cause hindrance, so that you can continue to clear the way for this channel to continue to grow and move in the direction where you want it to be. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen. I didn't expect that, because today, as I just sat here and contemplated, I also, I always, if those of you have been following, that Ernestine Manners 4891 has always, every time she always sends a prayer, she says, lifting you up in prayer and all of that good stuff. So I wanted tonight just take a moment to just talk with us, all of us who have been on this journey with me, and just on this journey with me. Today I was listening to a person. I took some medicine, and I'm not a medicine person, kind of a person really, but I needed to take the medicine because I find that my head, I had just a slight headache in my head right there. And I realized that when God gave out his gifts, he said some are going to be teachers. If you look in Corinthians, when Paul was writing to those people in Corinth, and when he sent out, he says, everybody not going to be able to perform the same duty, He says some going to be teachers, some going to be healers, some going to be doctors. They're going to be all sorts, but everybody come together as one. And so, as I was thinking, and then I was thinking, I'm looking at this person working hard, was cooking, and they dished out, like, it looks like about 50 or more dinners. They cooked, and as he rightly said, we'll sit here and we look at those people. And I'm talking to those of my people that I know who become frustrated and downtrodden and feel like their channel is not going anywhere and they have given up. And as I looked at him, and he said, we started out at 9:30 this morning, and it's now 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, they're sharing out the meals. He says this video is going to be just 1 hour. We're going to be taking out stuff, and it's just going to be 1 hour long. And people might think, and when people who are thinking They just know they shouldn't think that it took us from 9:30 to know that this is everything that was done from that time until now. He said a lot of things go on, but at the end of it, we only give out an hour's worth of a video. And as they serve out the food and they drove out and they delivered, they went to homes and they delivered and all of a sudden, my people, the reality hits me. The reality hits me. And you know why it hit me? I was getting frustrated and actually ready to give up the YouTube thing. I didn't come out and say it loudly, but why was I frustrated? My frustration was getting all the subscribers and yet not really getting much out of it. And so let me say this to us and to myself, because this is the reality that hit me today. When we pray to God, we did pray for the channel. I prayed that God would bless it. But you know how I wanted God to bless my channel? Guys, my asking God to bless the channel, at no point did I ask him to bless the channel, say bring forth financial blessings at all. My blessings to my channel was that it would be a blessing to others. That my channel would be a blessing to others. And today as I watched this young man, J Bud, when I started watching J Bud, what drew me to his channel, haven't watched him since he took off and is doing great, haven't really followed it through. I started watching him when he was nothing, when he was just starting to break coconuts and making little things from coconut, cooking a little pot out there until he started making his gizadas. Break them coconuts and make up him gizada and him stuff. Just starting out on his YouTube channel. And I felt drawn to that. At that time he was a little just coming up, few maybe 80 something subscribers, and I joined him because I said, yeah, I need to support this up and coming person. Now when I went in, when I'm getting hits from J Bud posted, wasn't watching the videos like some of you really do. You kind of swipe it to the side because I kind of knew what he was doing. Didn't know that he had changed path and had become something much more than just the Gizada little guy I saw there. And today I was just drawn to a video he did. A video where he was serving out the food for the poor in his community, and the cameraman was talking with him, and he said it right. He said a lot goes into YouTube, and the editing, all the things that they have to do in order to get the videos come together, because they're cooking and they're serving, but it just, you don't understand. It's one day out of the week that they do all this big thing. It's not every day. For me, as a lazy, well, I wouldn't say lazy because we all have our space or our thing in life. My channel is what I ask God for. For the people who get motivation from it, from the people who get uplifted from something said or something shared or something they see, is what I had been asking for. At no point did I realize, because when I started my channel, people, I was still teaching. I was making good money, you know. I was going on with over 3,000 every 2 weeks. And so I was doing well. I was doing what I need to do, supporting who I needed to support, just doing well. So I didn't need YouTube. What I made from YouTube was $100. I was monetized. And I would do my little videos, my little morning upliftments, my little cooking, my little stuff. And it would be enough to keep me maybe every month, every 2 months or so to get $100 or something dollars. But that's what I was putting in. And at the time, I didn't need anything from YouTube more than I remembered one time when I said, I'm just going to not bother with this. My children were sharp with me, and they said, Mommy, you know, many people are out there, if it's even 10, but you have formed that relationship with them, and they're looking, Mommy, forward to hearing your voice, to hear you welcome them, to hear you say onward and upwards to them. They're looking for that, Mommy. You cannot just walk away from them. And I said, but guys, it's not that serious. I said, Mommy, yes, it's serious. There are people out there who are going through different things in life. And just to look forward to hearing you come on, to say, guys, it's a brand new day, it gives them hope. I never forget it. And especially my son, he said, Mommy, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. You can't just walk away from people who are dependent on you to give them that little oomph to get over the hills each day. And so I'm still here. And I was comfortable making the little bit because I said it was to buy pencils for my students. It was to give back. I used to buy the snappers and freeze them and bring them in for the kids. I used to contribute to their Christmas when we do purchase things, just pack little bags for them for Christmas. I was able to provide them funds to my team. I was the go-to person for the funds to provide the little things for the celebrations of Thanksgiving and Christmas. I would always say here. And I know when I would talk to my children, my stepsister, my sister, my brother, they were always here. They always contribute. So when it comes to the financial part, there was no questions because I know that they got me like that. If I'm doing anything, they would contribute to it. But until recently, I started looking and said, I remembered I got a decent check. And I realized that since I came to Jamaica, that every month, but all of a sudden I want to see more from the channel. And I reached out to God and I said, God bless the channel for me. But what I didn't ask God was how to bless it. I didn't tell him how to bless it. I didn't ask him to make it make more. But it couldn't have come to my head because that's not how God works, right? He says you put in a full day's work, you get a full day's pay. And all of a sudden today, thank God, I realized that I could not compete with the people out there who they get up, they're cooking, they're dishing out food, they're shopping, they're going out into the highways and byways, they're delivering food to the people. So, when they make a decent salary on YouTube, they deserve it. They truly deserve it. I just sit here and talk for maybe 30 minutes. Yes, sometimes I share some valued information that, that helps others. But then I realize that my audience is not an audience that sees me doing, going out and doing. And so it's unfair for me to say, God, I want to, I wish I was making more from YouTube. I wish my thing was growing more. But again, I asked for subscribers. When I asked God to grow the channel, that's what I asked for. And that's what He gave to me. He gave me subscribers. A little short video, less than a minute or so, does not generate revenue. A little short video doesn't even give 3 cents. When you look at the revenue from short videos, even though it gives me 300 subscribers, 600 subscribers, doesn't generate funding. You might look at it, you get like maybe $1.12 from short videos for the whole month. So yes, they're good and people love them and people become subscribers because of those things, but those things doesn't give you revenue at all. So I asked for subscribers and I got the subscribers. I go around, I watch YouTubers who are up and trying, and I subscribe and I say, hey, here to support, thumbs up, done, subscribe and thumbs up, done. And they come back to my channel and they subscribe and they go their way and I go my way, and some because I forgot to press all, so I'm not getting their notifications, so I don't know when they drop the next video. And we go on and we grow the channel with subscribers. But my people, I didn't ask God specifically to help the revenue grow. I didn't ask Him specifically for people who would stay and watch the videos and give me the watch hours I need and give me the revenue to build the revenue. I didn't ask for that. I asked for subscribers, and He gave me subscribers. Subscribers doesn't do one darn thing for your channel. Subscribers are numbers. But if those subscribers are not watching the videos in totality, if the subscribers are not watching the advertisements on the videos, it is better you have 100 subscribers. So getting subscribers it's okay. You have 19,000 subscribers, but are they watching the videos? Are they watching the advertisements on the videos? Are they bringing in revenue? And that's where I fell short, because I joined YouTube as a novice. I joined YouTube not understanding too much. I joined YouTube hoping that I could have found a partner. When we did the soup kitchen, I was hoping that it would have blossomed into something that when I came home, I would have been able to continue with it, partnering with Bev Brown. Unfortunately, when I came home to the sad news that her daughter, first it was her granddaughter, was going through some mental health issues, and then it was her daughter, so she was dealing with two tough situations. And I couldn't expect her to continue. And even when I thought that I could still do some cooking on a Sunday and we'd drive out into the different areas and hand out food, again, I don't know the areas well. And so I kind of dropped back from that kind of idea. I don't know the homelessness in my community. We'd probably have to go all the way into Montego Bay. And then you'd have to be very careful in a setting like that. And so the thought came to me, but I pushed that to the back burner. But today I want to thank God for just opening my dark understanding. Just opening my dark understanding so that I can truly understand that YouTube is YouTube and it has a lot of interesting things. But those of us who just sit and talk should not expect the same amount of returns as those who are putting in the work, who are out there in the wilderness, who are bringing something more to the table. Because people have to want to feel to be uplifted. People have to want to be encouraged. People have to want those things. So you might be offering it, but if not, that's if they're just hustling to get from point A to point B, your contribution is worthless. Your contribution is going to be worthless. So, as I said today, as I realized, I decided I'm going to do something. I'm in the process of trying something new, and I will let you guys know what it will be. And I'm hoping it will be something that everyone will enjoy. It will be uplifting. It will still be uplifting, but it just won't be me just sit here flopping my gums and, you know, and that. So tonight, really, I'm in a good place, guys. I'm in a good place. And tonight, I just want to read from Psalm 103 and to let you know that it's okay. There are times when we have to step back, and today I felt much better, you know, hear the nasal, the stuff, you know, much clearer, not coughing a lot. I'm grateful. Market lady, she checked in tonight with her little daughter, and the little daughter, how are you, Miss Bev, and how are you feeling? And it feels good. You know, talk to my children, you know, didn't want them to worry because they hear sick and all of a sudden, we need to come get you, mommy, you know. But just knowing that I'm here with Kayla, we are feeling better. Kayla went to school today. I did give her water. She got a ginger ale just in case, just to sip, you know, if she felt any sort of way to give her a taste in her mouth. She got 2 oranges cut up in her bag. She love her fruits, and I love that for her. And I did give her a couple plantain chips, so no grease, no nothing. She was able to go to school and had, you know, and so God is good that He is providing for us so that I can provide for her in the right way. You know, so many, when things are not good, they can't afford to even give their kids, like, stay away from the fried stuff, stay away from the milky stuff. They have no choice. But today I'll turn my eyes to heaven and thank Him that He provides enough that I didn't have to force her. When she didn't feel like eating, I didn't have to force her to eat something that I know her mouth must have not had any taste. So she wasn't happy for food, but I was able to give her something different. So that has to be God's blessings, you know. Tonight we ate together, and as we get better, I'm just, you know, praying and thanking God for all things, for all blessings, for all of your prayers, for all of the love you extended to us when we weren't feeling well. Thanks for every prayer. Thanks for every kind word. You know, I appreciate them because that's who I am. I am who you see me as. This is me. And so I appreciate it. One of the things that I appreciated too today was just a day of blessings. My brother, I spoke to him. He says I'm his whole sister, and I call him my one whole brother. Because both of us are the same mother and father before our father died. It's just, just the two of us are, So he likes to joke about that and says, hey, you're my whole sister. So I am blessed, I am blessed. And so as he drove home, when I lived in Connecticut, he would stay with me. So he'd have a place to instead of driving back and forth to New York, with me not being there, he drives home every day because his school was near where I lived. And so he takes the road from Connecticut, from Hartford, from Bloomfield, Connecticut, all the way down to New York City every single day. And so today we talked when the bell rang, when the kids were being dismissed, putting on their bus, and he called me and we talked from then till he left the building, till he got in the truck and he starts driving. And we spoke until he got to Bridgeport, put gas in the truck, and continued onward down to New York. Then I said goodbye, and I pray God to just have mercy upon him and guide him as he goes back and forth each day to do something that he loves to do. He loves to teach. I love to teach. And so we just ask God to please just lift him up in prayer as he goes back and forth. My one brother, my one whole brother, Lincoln. So please pray for him, guys. He deserves it. Has a heart of gold. That's my brother. And so that was a blessing. Last night I slept, guys. I went to bed, got Kayla to bed at 8, and I went to bed shortly after. And believe me, this morning when I woke up, it was 7:25. Usually I get up and I would have a couple of hours in between that. I just, talk to God or just there, maybe go on the phone, play a game or so. Last night I didn't do that. I slept right through. And this morning when my body says bathroom, it was 7:25. And so I was thankful for that, And so tonight I said, let me do this quick video. Because today was a good day of reflection. And not on news, but just on myself. And what I asked God for and what he gave to me. And how I was able to see in myself and to see that what I'm doing, I'm getting paid for how much I put in. I know there are others who will do the same talking and they get more, but I'm just looking at myself and say I need to do more if I want to get people who will watch the videos, watch the ads, and keep coming back for more. My channel has been a one-stop shop with so many different things, because when I started YouTube, there was no set anything. I just started the channel because it was just something I used to watch Maurice Kingpin and Fire Reed driving all over Jamaica. I was working with Jamaica Life Nice and just helping over there, getting things. And then I just wanted to do a channel to just do a channel. I didn't have a set thing in my head. I'm not driving anywhere to show people anything. I'm not, but I wanted to do a channel. And then as school reopened, and every morning I would give up, it's good to be here. Let's remember to be thankful. Let's remember to move. Let's move, no matter how little bit the movement is. But please make sure you move. You move. If you're sitting and you cannot move, then clap your hands, raise your hands, and, just move. If sometimes you need two things from the kitchen to the dining room, take them one at a time so you're getting the movement in. You're on the phone, don't just sit and talk and kick back, but get up, walk around your space. That's movement, So I was doing that, and then I did some cooking, I did some walking. We would go out and walk, but there was nothing set. You know how you have to mature, you have to grow up and mature? And that is what now finally I feel more mature. I'm understanding. Yes, you have 19,000 subscribers, but you need much more than that. You need 19,000 where even 5 or 6 or 8 or 10,000 are sitting down and watching your content. Watching it all and watching the videos. That's how I'm going to be able to make this a job. So when I started out, it wasn't a job for me. It was just to be here and like how people felt when you say something positive and they're thankful and they keep coming back, and that's what I liked. I like those things. I like that I can be effective like in a positive way. And so now I can still be positive and give back, comfort those who are hurting, encourage those who are hopeless, uplift those who are, trying and need to be uplifted, and empower those who feel like they can't. And then now, by God's grace, I'm asking Him now to open another door for me so that the resources, the financial part of it will come together now. How can I use this platform to have a regular stream of financial support? Because there are things I want to do. I want to keep the scholarship fund going. I want to be able to maintain it. And if I reach out and people are not able to, I can beat them, I can fight them, I can force them. I want to be able to maintain that. Those things I could have done when I was working. Now I'm not working, I cannot do it on a fixed income. And so I'm just asking God now, and that is the prayer I'm asking you guys to help me pray, that God will sustain the channel and sustain whatever I decide to put my mind to now, and the changes that will be made, that God will bless it and make it become a steady flow of the right people coming in, the right people watching and commenting and appreciating, and so that it can grow and offer financial support, a better financial support. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless His holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits. I will never forget God's benefits to me. Who forgiveth all mine iniquities, who healeth all my diseases, who redeemeth my life from destruction, who crowneth me with loving kindness and tender mercies. I will always say, thank you, Lord. Who satisfieth my mouth with good things, so that my youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord executeth righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. He made known His ways unto Moses, His acts unto the children of Israel. The Lord is merciful, and gracious. He's slow to anger and plenteous in mercy. He will not always chide, neither will He keep His anger forever. He hath not dealt with me after my sins, nor rewarded me according to my iniquities. For as the heaven is high above the earth, so great is God's mercy towards me, because I do fear Him. As far as the east is from the west, so far has He removed my transgressions from me. Like as a father pitieth his children, so the Lord pitieth them that fear Him. For He knoweth my frame, He remembereth that I am dust. As for me, my days are as grass, as flower of the field, so He flourisheth. For the wind passeth over it, and it is gone, and the place thereof shall know it no more. But God's mercy, the mercy of the Lord, is from everlasting to everlasting upon me who fear him, and his righteousness unto my children and their children, to such as keep his covenant, and to those that remember his commandments to do them. The Lord hath prepared his throne in the heavens, and his kingdom ruleth over all. Bless the Lord, ye his angels, that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye hosts, ye ministers of his, that do his pleasure. Bless the Lord, all his works, in all places of his dominion. Bless the Lord, O my soul. Tonight I want to say thank you guys for all your support, for all your encouragement, for all the love, for all the caring ways, all the caring notes, all the positive things, guys, that has given me strength, that has given me hope, that has given me the resilience and the joy in my heart. So blessings to all of you, and as we give thanks to God, and I'm just wanting to also say to you guys, thank you for being here with me. Those of you who have not run away, even when I'm not giving you information that you really need, but you're still here with me. You're still responding to what I offer you. You're not here today, gone tomorrow. You're here. You're consistently here. And sometimes the comments that you have to contribute might just be a few words. And I so totally appreciate you for still being here. Thank you. That's what Christ wants. He wants us to be consistent. And he wants us, we might not like rice for dinner, but why not stop looking at just the rice, but looking at the fact that we got something to eat? That's the problem, you know. Sometimes we have so many choices. And because we have so many choices, we turn quickly. We don't form relationships and let them last. We quickly turn away and run the other way when it's not to our liking. But thank you for those of you who stayed with me, whether you like it or not, but you stayed and you encouraged some more. And you stopped for a little while and you watch the videos and you leave a comment for me and you give me strength. So soon we'll be unveiling something for you guys. Times are changing, and as I had mentioned before, we talk about how we have to help the children to develop content using what is there, where we are going. A lot of us, we stay and we stick to something and then things passes us by. But soon I will unveil something that hopefully it will be more relatable. It will be a little bit more work to be done, but I feel like, as I said, if I'm not putting in the work, why am I expecting God to a decent check, a decent wage? So I want to put in more work because I want a decent paycheck. If you get what I mean. Make it a great night by choice, guys. Fill your hearts with love. Fill your heart with gladness. And just onward and upward always, all right? Thanks again for your love. I love you.